Okay. Uh, less student by 26, 25. So this is a new chapter. Okay. That is sense organs. Sense organs. All of you know sense organs. We have 5 sense organs, right? What are the 5 sense organs? 2 are air, eye and air. What are the rest 3? Okay, you won't speak, never mind. I'll do my duty and I'll end the class. Okay, so in this chapter we no need to message, okay, you can speak. So in this chapter we need to discuss about only 2 sense organs, that is eye and air. Okay, and the other sense organs are nose, tongue and skin, not mouth. Nose, tongue and skin. So this is the diagram for the human eye. This is very important, okay? This is very important. You need to learn to draw this diagram. Okay, so what happens? This whole thing, this is the wall. Okay, this is the eyeball. This is the eyeball, and this thing is the wall. Okay, outer wall. Okay, membrane. So this membrane, it is divided into 3 layers. Okay, it is divided into it is divided into 3 layers. This front one, this is the cornea. Okay, this is the cornea, this thing, this is the cornea. And then there is sclera, this portion, this is the sclera, this thing, this is the sclera. And there is choroid, this white portion is the choroid. Okay, so the wall or the membrane of the eyeball, it is divided into 3 layers, that is sclera, cornea and choroid. Okay, this is sclera, this is cornea and this is choroid. Okay, the small one. Okay, so this is the lens of the eye. Okay, it has a lens so that you can see the image, and the image will be formed through the lens only. Okay, so this is the lens and this is the iris. So if you look your eye in a mirror, you will see like some velvety kind of thing that is surrounding the small hole that is in the eye. Okay, so that black small spot in the eye, that is surrounded by the maybe it differs from people. Like for some people it may be brown, for some it may be bluish green. Normally for our Indians we have brown or black eyes, right? So this the color, it is in this iris. Okay, so what happens whenever the light, like if you see in the mirror, you can notice the difference. That is, whenever you go out in the sunlight, okay, whenever you go out in the sunlight, if you look in the mirror, you will see that whenever light falls on the eye, this iris, no, it moves closer, and the hole, that is the minute hole, it becomes small. Okay, that is the hole from where light enters. So whenever you go to a place where there is a lot of sunlight and you are facing the sun, it's light everywhere, then what happens, this iris, it moves closer. Okay, so and in turn what will happen, the hole, the hole it will be created by this iris, that hole will be smaller. And whenever you go to a dark place, suppose you are going inside, you are going inside a room, and there is no light, or there is very minute light, then what will happen, this iris it will move further. Okay, it will move apart, and then this hole it will be larger. Okay, so it from that we can confer, or we can understand that what happens when this iris, the function of this iris is it determines how much light enters the human eye. Okay, it controls the amount of light entering the eye. Alright, so like when there is so much sunlight, it moves closer and there is less amount of light enters. And then whenever the you are in a dark place, the iris it moves apart, and then the small hole, that is, it becomes a little bit larger, and then more light can enter. Okay, that is controlled by the iris. So what is the function of the iris? The function of the iris is that it controls how much light reaches the eye or enters the eye. Okay, so this is the function of this iris. And what is the function of the lens? So the lens, this lens, what happens? This lens focuses. Suppose there is an object here. The light from that object will enter the cornea, and then then it will fall in the lens. Okay, and what will the lens do? The lens will focus the image or the light in this retina. Okay, this red color is the retina. So this lens will focus the light in the retina. Okay, the lens will focus the light in the retina, and then what will happen? The retina, from the retina, the image, whatever you are seeing in front, this image is converted into electrical signals. Okay, this lens will focus the image on not the image, that is the light on the retina, and then there will be the image formed. No, the image will be formed, and then what will the retina do? The retina will convert the image into some electrical signals. Okay, and that electrical signal has to be sent to the brain. See, whenever you are seeing some object, like it is blue, or there is an object, there is a dog or a cat, or you are seeing a person whom you have met before. So in order to see, when you see that person, you will recognize that person, or whenever you see a color, you can recognize the color. Okay, that is because you have the memory stored in the brain, right? So the eye alone cannot perform that function. Okay, so what happens? Whenever you see that image, whenever you the image is formed in the retina, the image will be converted into some electrical signals, and the electrical signal will be sent to the brain. Okay, by this optic nerve. Okay, electrical signal, it will be sent to the brain by this optic nerve. Okay, so the optic nerve will send the signal to the brain, that is the electrical signal to the brain, and the brain will process the image. Okay, the brain will process it, and then you will recognize the object, or you will see the object. Alright, so what happens? The light, it falls on the cornea, and then this iris, it determines how much light it will enter the lens. So the light from this image, it will enter the lens, and then it will be focused on the retina, and the image formed in the retina, it will be converted into electrical signals, or electrical signals, and then this electrical signal will be transferred to the brain, or sent to the brain. And what is through what? That is the optic nerve. The optic nerve, it sends the signal, it sends the electrical signal from the retina into the brain, and the brain will then process the image, and then you will see the object. Okay, so this is the structure of the human eye, and this is how human eye works. Okay, this is just an overview. Okay, we will not go into that much depth, just this is an overview, and you need to learn to draw this diagram. Okay, this is very important. I'll give the PDF, so You'll get that. Okay, now getting to the functions of the human eye. Function, all of you know, first function is you have what to say, you can like see through our eyes, right? Without the eyes, we'll be blind. We cannot see, right? We will not be able to see without the human eye. So the eye's main function is to see. Okay, that is perception, color, and image. Perception means to look at the minute details or the details of a thing. Okay, and then the color and image. So this is the function of human eye, that is to see. In short, you can say to see. Okay, and in the eye's retina, that red portion that we had seen. So in the eye's retina, there are two structures. Okay, two structures that is known as the rods and cones. Okay, so they are small cells. Okay, they are known as rods and cones. They are like many millions of them. Okay, minute structures known as rods and cones. So this rods and cones, the function of this rods and cones is that these cones they are responsible for the perceiving the color. Okay, for example, this is red, white, green, like that. To sense the color, these cones are essential. Okay, color and the detail of that object. Okay, and then the rods, the function of the rods is that they help in for the in the night vision. Okay, like night vision means, see, whenever it is dark, even though in the dark also you can see a little bit, right? If it is dark, it's not like you're completely blind. You will not feel like a completely blind person in the dark. Okay, you can see a little bit. So that is because of this rods present in the retina. Okay, that is the night vision. And what is peripheral vision? Peripheral vision means side vision. Side vision means what? Whenever you're sitting like in front, you're seeing in front, you can see what is happening on the sides, right? Left and right, what is happening, you can even if you're not turning your head to that direction, you can still see. Even if you're looking to your front, you can still see what is happening to the in your both sides. Okay, that is known as the peripheral vision. Okay, that is also because of the rods present in the retina. And then to detect motion. Okay, detection of motion. So when you are like a moving object is there, or you're in a moving object, you can detect that you are moving. Or means the motion means movement. Okay, so you can sense that movement because of this rods present in the retina. Okay, so there are two structures or two nerve cells present in the minute nerve cells. Two types, not two types of minute nerve cells. There are millions of those. Okay, so two types of minute nerve cells, known as rods and cones. So these rods, they are responsible for the night vision, the peripheral, that is the side vision, and then to sense motion. Okay, and then the cones, they are responsible for the in order to see what color it is and the detail of that particular object. Okay, so this is the first function of human eye, that is in general, in simple words, we can tell to see. In order to see, we need our eye. The second thing is that tears. Okay, tears. So tears, it comes out through the eye, right? So tears, it plays a very important role. Not only for emotional purposes, you cry, that purpose, not only for that purpose, but tears have an antimicrobial properties. Okay, tears have antimicrobial properties, which means it protects our eyes from any infection, any kind of infection. It protects our eyes from any sort of infection. Okay, so like your eye is exposed to many viruses, bacteria, all in the like air, right? The air is not so pure, right? So even though we cannot see through our naked eyes, but there is a lot of dust and a lot of harmful things moving around in the air, in the atmosphere. So the tears in the eyes helps to protect our eyes from the infection. And these eyes are exposed to all this dirt and dust and everything, right? Because we don't close our eyes anytime we open our eyes, right? So then these tears, they help to protect our eyes from any sort of infections, okay, microbial infections. So they have antimicrobial properties. Okay, first thing. And second thing is that just imagine your eyeball completely dry. Just imagine your eyeball to be completely dry. You cannot even close your eyes. Right? It will be very difficult to close your eyes. So tears, it lubricates the eye, and also whenever you cry or whenever tears come off, like whenever a fly it comes near your eyes, automatically tears come out, right? It's not because you're feeling some pain, or it's not because you're feeling emotional, not like that, right? It is because the tears, they can wash away whatever dirt or dust it has entered your eye. Okay, so the two functions of human eye is, one is to see, and the second one is the tears that are present in the eye. Next is the human ear. Okay, so human ear, it can be divided into three parts. Okay, that is the outer, middle, and inner. Outer ear, all of you can see a little bit portion of the outer ear, that is the outer flap. Okay, outer flap, you can see where you which portion that is outside. Okay, that portion is known as the pinna. Okay, remember it, that portion that is in the outside, that is known as the pinna. Okay, and the outer ear, it consists of the pinna as well as the the canal, or the hole, the walls of the hole that forms a canal, right? So that canal and auditory canal and the pinna, and it forms the outer ear. Okay, and the middle ear, in the middle ear there are three ossicles known as malleus, incus, and stapes. Okay, so minute here, this is malleus, incus, this thing, this is malleus, this is incus, and this is stapes. Okay, so these are the three ossicles, and this this thing is the middle ear, and this is the inner ear, that is the cochlear nerve, eustachian tube, all this forms the inner ear. Okay, so here it is divided into three three parts, that is outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. Outer ear consists of the pinna and this auditory canal, and the inner ear, it consists of incus, malleus, and stapes, that is the middle ear, sorry, and the inner ear, it consists of eustachian tube, cochlear nerve, cochlea, all this. Okay, and same phenomena for the eye. Ear also, whenever you hear a sound waves travel through this ear, and then it is processed, and it is it is converted into some signals, and these signals are carried out by the cochlear nerve. Okay, in the eye it was the optic nerve, in the ear it is the cochlear nerve. Okay, it sends the signal to the brain, and the brain processes it. Okay, one thing, just make sure you let everyone know that whenever the class commences, whenever the class starts, like 5 to 10 minutes within the class starts, everyone should join. Okay, I'm allowing now people to join, assuming those people are newcomers, but just let everyone know that I will not be allowing to join for like so late. Okay, whenever the class starts, at least 5 to 10 minutes within the class starts, you have to join. Okay, now this chapter is very easy. Okay, just diagrams are a little bit tough that you need to learn to draw, but otherwise this chapter is very easy and short. So this is the function of the ear. So one function, all of you know, that is hearing, right? You hear through the ear, right? you hear the sound waves. See, I have explained about the sound waves. The sound waves, it travels through the outer ear, that is the pinna, and comes to the external auditory canal, right? And then it is what to say, it, processed a little bit in the middle ear, and then it is passed to the inner ear. Okay, and the cochlear nerve, it transmits the signals into the brain. Okay, where the brain processes the sound. Okay, so that thing is means the hearing, it is done by the ear. This one all of you know. The second point is that balance. So without your ear, without the middle portion of your ear, or without the entire ear, you will not be able to stand straight. You will not be able to keep balance. Okay, you will not be able to keep balance. You will not be able to stand straight. Okay, so here it helps in giving balance to your body. So balance, there are two types. One is static balance and one is dynamic balance. Okay, one is static balance and one is dynamic balance. So this balance that is provided by the ear, it can either when you're moving, like you're walking, right? That balance also, whenever you're walking, you need balance, right? Otherwise you'll fall down. And whenever you're standing upright, then also you need balance. So that is stationary. Stationary means standing in a single place, means not moving. And moving means whenever you're walking or maybe whatever, running, moving, walking. So all those balance, it is given by the ear. And there are two types of balance. One is static balance, one is dynamic balance. So static balance is what? Like there is gravitational pull of the earth, right? There is gravitational pull. So you can sense the gravity because of the static balance. Okay, the static balance means you can sense the gravity. Without sensing the gravity, you will not be able to stand. And you will fall off. You will not be able to stand without the force of gravity. Okay, that is static balance. And dynamic balance is that you can sense acceleration. So what is sensing acceleration? Acceleration means movement, you can say. So I'll give an example. Whenever you are in a moving car, okay, whenever you are in a moving car, you are in the back seat or front seat, you are sitting. Okay, you are not the driver, you are sitting. So the car is moving in a full speed, and then suddenly due to some traffic signals or maybe whatever, the car, it stopped abruptly. So what will happen? You will move front and then you will hit the back seat, right? You will move front. Why do we move front? It is because your body is still moving. Okay, you are moving, and along with the car, your body is also moving. And whenever the car stops, but body is still moving. That is why the body it moves forward. Okay, same condition for, you can take the example of a moving. If you are jumping from a moving bus, like if you jump from a moving bus, you will not fall at the position you are jumping. Okay, you will fall a little bit ahead. Same thing, because your body is still moving, and that is why you are not falling the same the position where you jumped. You'll fall like one or like few like what to say, few steps ahead. Okay, so because your body, it can sense acceleration. All this sensing acceleration, sensing gravity is done by with the help of the human ear. Okay, without your ear, you will not be able to stand, you will not be able to walk, you will not be able to do anything. Okay, so ear plays a very important role in balancing. Okay, so the functions of human ear is, one is hearing and one is balance. The function of human eye, it is, one is to see, and the second is tears. So this is all. Okay, any doubts you can ask. And if you have not given your attendance yet, please give it. Those who have not given your attendance, don't give it multiple times though. Only once. And if there are no doubts, you can leave. If there are doubts, you can ask.